Michel de Nostradamus, or Nostradamus, was a French doctor and stargazer in the 1500s. He's famous for his book Les Prophecies, a collection of 942 poems that supposedly predict the future. Printed in 1555, the book was a huge hit and people still read it today. Nostradamus's quatrains are highly cryptic and open to various interpretations, using symbols, metaphors, and word games. This makes understanding his predictions tricky. There isn't one right answer, and different people have different ideas about what he meant. He said his predictions came from studying stars, history, and messages from God. He thought the future wasn't set in stone, but more like a series of potential outcomes influenced by present actions and decisions. People still argue about his writings. Some think he predicted big events, others think it's just coincidence. Nostradamus's poems are a mix of French, Latin, and other languages, including Greek, Italian, and Provençal dialects. This multilingual blend adds a layer of complexity and mystique to his quatrains, making them challenging to interpret. His use of archaic and obscure words, along with symbolic language and metaphors, often requires a deep understanding of history, literature, and linguistics to decipher. They're often short and don't follow normal grammar rules. This, along with his symbolic language, makes them hard to understand. One of the hardest things is figuring out his symbols. He used pictures and ideas from myths, stars, and the Bible. For example, kings were lions or eagles, and eclipses and comets meant big changes. Many poems don't have dates or places, making them even more mysterious. This lets people interpret them in different ways. Some think this vagueness was on purpose, so his predictions could apply to any time. For centuries, people have tried to connect Nostradamus's poems to real events. Some examples are the Great Fire of London in 1666, Hitler's rise to power, and 9/11 in the United States of America. People who believe this point to lines that seem to match those events. For example, the prediction, "The blood of the just will be demanded of London, burnt by fire in the year 66. The ancient lady will fall from her high place, and many of the same group will be killed," is linked to the London fire, which occurred in 1666. Descriptions of Great Terror and a northern tyrant are linked to Hitler, as in Next, the prediction. "From the depths of the west of Europe a young child will be born of poor people. He who by his tongue will seduce a great troop, his fame will increase towards the realm of the east." But others say these connections are just cherry-picking and looking back after things happen. They say the vague language can be twisted to fit anything. Another prediction is related to the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte, who was born on the island of Corsica near Italy and became a French emperor. "An emperor shall be born near Italy, who shall cost the empire very dearly. They will say when they see his allies that he is less a prince than a butcher." Or the prediction related to the French Revolution. "From the enslaved populace, songs, chants, and demands, while princes and lords are held captive in prisons, these will in the future by headless idiots be received as divine prayers." People will always be interested in Nostradamus. Why? Well, we all want to know what will happen next. When things are uncertain, people look for guidance, and prophecies can feel comforting. Nostradamus's mysterious predictions give us a peek into the unknown. They make us wonder and imagine. The fact that they're hard to understand makes them even more interesting. People can see their own fears and hopes in his words. His work is like a mirror, showing us what each time period is worried or excited about.